Just what? What? Welcome back, everyone, for another round of Scrap Mechanic. I went ahead and moved my water container down from up there to where it's actually a little closer, but more importantly, where I could just go ahead and drop down a bunch of water connections. You see, I had 2 there, made the curve 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just to get it that distance into the water. So yeah, the idea of building something that would cover from here all the way over there, that's just insane in terms of how much it would cost to make it. That would be, that's way too much grind for that. But I also did go ahead and recolor some things. I've got my lights over here that I know are in place. Nice and white, brighter color than the weird amber color that they are by default. I went ahead and brought some storage over so I can start putting some things here. And of course, we've got our things from last time. Also found a globe and brought them up. I haven't fed them yet. Probably should do that. And so the only thing keeping me from basically moving everything to the base now is transportation to and from the base. I need to be able to get stuff there. I need to be able to get stuff back. And while I wanted to use a cargo barge to tote stuff back and forth, thought it'd be a great idea. Buoyancy is just too inconsistent in the game right now. I mean, even getting a barge balanced out, if I put a single container on it, it's going to throw the balance off. And as I've seen repeatedly, even taking that container back off, then the buoyancy value does not update correctly, and I have to go and bust out the lift, place it on the lift, place it down, remove it for it to readjust the buoyancy values so it actually floats correctly again. So I'm not going to worry about a barge. Instead, I need to get a lot of wood going, and I actually have all this from previous harvesting efforts with the tree chopper design, you know, testing it out and making good use of it. So I'm going to see how far this wood gets me in terms of building a transit connection from there over there. So this is temporary. The way I'm doing this, I'm just going to have it where it's attached here. But the idea is once I get it far enough over there, I can then take these out, breaking it free, and use the weld tool to mount it up higher, because what I think I'm going to do is, instead of having just a driving path, a walking path, because I don't want to have my vehicles parked up here. I really don't like the idea of having to do that. I think instead I just want to have some kind of a trolley system that rides along a rail over here, and that either will be something that sits on top of one like this, or hangs down from it sitting a little higher. But for now, just to get across, I am going to basically build this way by crouching very carefully and just doing that. I'm not done building yet, but just walking along, I'm getting these weird bumps. Like there's blocks hidden or something that I'm walking over. I can't walk for a second. What is going on? Even jumping is acting funny. Okay, there is something wrong here, because I fitted all of these correctly. Now it's smooth. So it's like in one, oh, there it goes. Wow, look at that jump. I did not hit jump. I'm just trying to walk forward, and it launched me in the air. So yeah, there's apparently a bugginess with a very, very long stretch of blocks, or a bugginess with something to do with that area of terrain. So that is 6 full stacks of 256 now. I'm still not to the edge. So yeah, I mean, granted, I am doing 2 blocks wide, so I don't have a very narrow path to walk on. But that is, I mean, coming from it being wood, not such a big deal. But building with something that takes a little bit rarer items, such as glass or something like that, or more expensive wood blocks, just be extremely pricey and very, very grindy to get enough resources to do it. Yeah, that's far enough. That's pretty much almost 7.5 stacks of wood blocks to reach this point. So now I have a spot where I can build a defensive area, and you see how far I am away from everything else. But at least I've got a path that I can run across. Right now it's not doing any weird bouncing with it. it was suggested to use vacuum pipes. Now, these can do in increments of 1 to 5 blocks in length. So I used basically 7.5 stacks of 256 wood blocks to get across. So just from that edge, if we take that 7.5 times 256 is 1,920. We divide that by 5 for the maximum length these will go. That's 384 vacuum pipes, roughly, to make it from one end at the base over to the mainland area. And you could go ahead and add a few more. So let's just round it up to 400 vacuum pipes so we have room on each end to extend. 400 just times the 10 glass blocks. That's 4,000 glass blocks. That's 800 of these. That's not really that bad for those. Those are pretty plentiful. And that would be 2,000 metal blocks, which means we'd have to make, the second level one. So 2,000 of those, you're only going to get 10. So you actually would have to make 200 of these, which means you're going to actually use 3,000 of the regular level 1 metal blocks. And for the glass, I mean, you're going to need a huge amount of embers. So that's just not feasible cost-wise until they give us some kind of automation where we can go and set up something and leave it running to collect a lot of glass and such, or until they balance it out better so that the vacuum tubes can extend much longer than just, say, 5 blocks. Let's try running this way. I'm already getting a bounce effect to it. It's just like, it's acting like there's blocks that I'm stepping over, and then it's even pausing. Again, this is not at all optimized well. And there, it acts like there was something in the way and threw me off. This is a very poorly optimized game right now. So I think worst case, I'm at least going to need more embers, some things like that. And I've been doing so much work around the base outside of going to get trees and drill boulders. I really haven't done any exploration work recently. I haven't gone anywhere. So might as well take a little trip, try to grab some stuff. Okay, I think I just heard that. Well, hey, another farmer spot here in the Burning Forest. And that's a very burnt log. Okay, yeah, that's a perfect place to make a camp, is inside a burning or even just smoldering forest. I'm not sure that they, I mean, granted, some of that stuff probably just landed there. It's still, you probably want to get out of the smoke and fumes, you know? Yeah, okay, well, you know, you're trapped here. I'll come back for you later. Try not to inhale too many fumes. That might be enough ember for right now, at least to get me going for a while. I do need to leave some room for some other supplies that I might grab before I head back. So if I walk forward, it actually pauses for a moment before it lets me walk. And you see how much it's bouncing. If I do crouching, it does take a moment, like about a second, for it to walk, and then I get this super high jump, just randomly. You say, now it's, well, it was fixed for a second. It seems to be in certain places, it's just like, oh, yep, there's that spot again. Throws me off the edge. It's not like there's a block under me. Now at that point, it's like there's a block in front of me, pushing me to the side. This is just loaded with bugs. Well, how about that? I perfectly lined it up to one side. What? What? How did I just break the whole thing off by removing the block on this end and not on that end? That is completely wrong because it is fixed to the other end and I didn't do anything to break it. And apparently, I'm assuming somewhere along the way, no, it broke all the way from the other end. So yeah, that's just, that goes against all the other stuff I've done building in the game so far. Okay. Where's my base? Did it just destroy my base? I think it just glitched my base. So yeah, it's running at a strobe-like style effect right now in terms of frame rate. And my base platform is gone. It is completely glitched down somewhere into the terrain for no reason. So yeah, everything I've done so far in this video has just been wasted. This is why I make backups of my game saves, because of dumb things like this. All right, reloaded my game save from backup, and I can see my little island base over there intact, working. So everything, yeah, I've done so far in this video, gone, wiped out. Didn't do it. So I have not done a massive build of a walkway that ultimately failed massively because of the mechanics in the game, the bugs in the game. You see, I still have all my wood blocks I had. So my idea for a trolley system to go across to the island is now out the window because it's not going to allow for it. The game's just not set up to allow for a build of that size. And it's not like it's super complicated. It's just a lot of blocks. The game's just not in a state where it can handle a build like that without major problems. Well, I can't build the long connection back to the mainland that I want without problems, but I can at least still decorate the stupid base a bit and expand on it. So I am building an upper floor that is not going to cover all the way across. So there'll be like an overhang where I get to kind of look down a little bit that, you know, goes across like that. I did actually go get some more wood, but it's also going to have a nice spot where I come here, go boop, like that. And, you know, let me see. Yep, that's level 2. That's level 5. If I bump that up another level and go to 10, that will perfectly mount flush up there. And I can just paint it a different color and be able to easily see the platform. Ah, sit there, nice shade. Nice little view of the island over there at night. I can sit here and hang out, relax, and just enjoy the view with no robots attacking me. Looking better, except I just noticed the fresh sign is inverted the wrong way. I'll have to fix that when I come back. So I'm thinking I'm going to build like a private quarters type thing, like a little room over here that then, you know, is like right here near the elevator part. And as I decide to extend this out further, I'll have more, but it'll basically be like, okay, I got a path that can walk past it. And on this side, have some other stuff, maybe some production type stuff. But I feel like I want to actually move the chair in and turn it into like, this is all my private little area. I have like a private rooftop suite for me to chill in and decorate it with some of these plants and such that I brought over. And of course, what kind of food setup would be incomplete without a vending machine for sun shakes that doesn't actually work? Just sits there. It just looks like it's going to do something. Well, I extended out the bedroom suite a little bit and I turned the mattresses. So I have a nice little spot here. I can't jump on top without crouching first, but hey, look, yeah, so relaxing, nice view. I may actually put like windows along here, so, you know, maybe if that's like salt water, I don't think it is, but just in case, the humidity, the saltiness, whatever messes with my sinuses, I might do some glass in here, or at least the little framed glass panels that I have. I've got it all the way across, I end up expanding out just to make that reach. And now I've got a little bit left. There we go. So fully enclosed. Definitely going to do something different color-wise with these. I'm going to put that right there in the corner. I'll do some playing around. I'm not sure. I might have them this same color, the default, but I also want to adjust it around a little bit. We're going to put this over here by the bed because, you know, we want to keep cool when we're sleeping. The plants, I can do some decorating with them outside a little bit more, you know, maybe something right here. Might do like a little rooftop garden thing since, you know, realistically in the real world we can do that with like bags of soil, but we can't do it in this game because it would make things too easy. And because I might need some TV shows, we're going to put the antenna there. You know, maybe check out some robot TV. They're broadcasting on radio. They might be broadcasting on TV. And I might go actually see if I can find another radio. I know I can make them, but I don't want to waste resources on something like that. I would like to just maybe, if I can, find some more. And maybe have like a logic gate and some switches. So I have like, ooh, I need to do a light switch in here. I should do that. Where when I come in, I flip a switch and it lights up the inside of the room. Just turns all the lights on then. But I could do like a switch, and I might need to expand that too. Yeah. Do like a switch with a logic gate that provides, well, ooh. Okay, that's why I did not do, I'll do it like that. That way is, you know, just, it lines up perfectly with that. But yeah, do like a logic gate where I have a switch up here for turning on or off, depending on where I'm at, radios. And kind of like Below Zero has the speakers you put everywhere. I wonder if the radios would all play the same stuff. It seems like they would, considering they should all be receiving the same signal, same channel. So we could have it like one down here, put one over here, put one over that side, one or two up there, have them all tied to the same logic gate with multiple switches controlling it, or two switches, and just make it where if I flip any of them on, it could turn it on or off, you know, whichever way. I could do that. So I could have a switch down here, switch up top, turn the radio on across every section of the base platform. But yeah, did not get what I was trying to accomplish. I was going to build the fortified area and have at least a way I could maybe walk up some stairs and jump a little distance to get on the walking path over here. But just massive bugs with that, massive performance issues with that. Just not going to work right now. Probably not going to work anytime soon if I had to guess with the game. But there we go. At least I'm getting some more work done with the base, more expanded, and it's looking a little bit more decorative than that base does over there. All right, so that's it for this episode of Scrap Mechanic. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you liked watching me suffer and lose my base like I did, definitely hit that like button. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about the base bug with building earlier and how it broke my entire base. And of course, hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. But as always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I'll see you in the next video.